not going today?
Graham won't go. JMS won't go. Golston, Bo Collins, Muasau. We'll see where the other guys are.
So that means you're going to go with Young Wei on Sunday?
Yeah, if Graham can't go, we'll go with Koo. So it's looking like
Can
that.
he still go though if he's not practicing today and not kicking? Like where's the path to him being able to go?
Well, we'll see how he feels. I would assume it's going to be Koo, but we'll see how he feels. But he's not going to kick today.
Is he going to travel? Is the plan for him to travel to Chicago?
Yeah, we'll talk about that after practice. See where he's at once he meets with all the trainers.
Why would you risk that? Why would you risk kicking him in the game if he can't go and he's got a herniated disc?
Yeah, we'll see where he's at. We'll talk to the trainers and see where he's at after practice. I would assume it's going to be Koo, but like we always do every Friday. I think I said every Friday we meet after practice, sit down, discuss where everybody's at. So they'll be in there with him in the training room and see where he's at.
Did you know he was dealing with discomfort last week?
No, after the game. Yeah, after the game he came in, said he was a sore neck.
Is GVR the backup center then? If obviously don't look like JMS is playing.
Yeah, we have a couple options. GVR would be one of them. Yes.
Who else on the active roster has taken snaps for you at center?
A number of guys during practice.
What happened to Golston? He's been on the injury report for I guess 4 games now.
Yeah, just not ready to go.
Do you have any sense if Micah McFadden's going to be back at some point this year? When he first got hurt, it was like it's not season ending, but we haven't seen him around.
Yeah, still rehabbing, so not ready.
Are you signing the kicker you guys worked out yesterday?
Probably not.
Is there a chance Graham goes on IR? We asked you.
Yeah, again, I'm going to let these guys meet with him and see where he's at.
You have a chance to set a franchise record with consecutive road losses this week. What do you think is the common thread behind your inability to close on the road?
Yeah, I'm focused on this week, so I'm going to do a good job against this team, and that's what's most important.
You guys poured a lot of resources into your secondary in the offseason, actually the last 2 off seasons if I consider draft picks. What's the level of disappointment with what you've got from that group particularly?
Look, everybody's trying. The guys that are out there are doing everything they can do. Hopefully we'll get a couple of these guys back, but I have confidence in those guys.
Just the injury situation. You guys have to make some roster moves here. Even to practice squad up is probably won't be enough, right?
Yeah, I think, again, Dan, we'll see where it goes here. There's definitely a potential for that. Just see where all these guys are at tonight.
What have you seen from this group, either in the past few weeks or this week in practice and stuff, that makes you think that you're close to fixing the run defense?
Yeah, I think that every week. I think we've worked hard to try to improve it, and hasn't gotten done.
Are you seeing signs? Like you may think
absolutely.
it, but what are you seeing
absolutely.
that says, okay, we can make this happen this week?
Yeah, I mean, every week we've had a good week of practice. We're going to have to do a good job against a team that runs the ball. I mean, run defense involves all 11. Again, whether we change fronts, tackling, run fits, those are all things that go into it. We work on it consistently, and we've had a good week this week.
We talked to Graham yesterday, and he revealed some of the hateful messages that he gets from, fans might not even be the public. Is that something that gets to your attention as a coach when players are dealing with that kind of stuff? And what's your message to them in that situation?
Yeah, these guys told me about it. That's kind of the nature of being in the public spotlight. But I think yesterday we talked about that relative to what these guys go through, what these young men go through. Again, there's ups, there's downs. We're here to support them. I think we got a good support staff, but unfortunately, that's part of the business.
presumption is that Flott having cleared, that he's good to go for Sunday?
Yeah, hopeful for Flott, hopeful for Holland, hopeful for Illuminor. Today will be a good day for those guys. And then some other guys, I'm hopeful, but I don't know if they'll make it.
There was a report yesterday from WFAN, the Giants radio station, that your job was in jeopardy after the Broncos game, getting off the plane. Is that something that you were even aware of? And what do you know about that?
I know about it talking to Pat on the way down. So,
No, I mean,
but other than that, no. But again, not winning enough games. There's a lot of reports out there. So you don't think you focus on those. You focus on the things you can control.